to episode 16 of the Rovers Review, aka Havn A Party with Bear and Ramiz. Firstly, welcome Bear.
Good evening.
How are you?
All right, on holidays.
Well, that's good. And special guest this weekend, needs no introduction in Toowoomba football, Mr. Kehan Ryley. Welcome.
Hey guys, how you going? Thanks for having me.
No worries. So, we've got lots of questions for you coming
Sure,
up.
go for it.
I've been building them for years.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so it'll be a while.
But no, we'll hook into that. So we'll just start off a little bit. Mini Roos and Juniors had their last weekend of football for a couple.
Yeah, for a couple there on school holidays now.
Yep. Coaches get a bit of a refresher too.
They do. I think some were still training, but have a break.
Have a break. And they come back on the
10th of July. So
Nice.
yeah, I imagine there'll be some training going on the last week of school holidays.
Nice. Enjoy the break, guys. Stay safe on your travels. Seniors, we had a big weekend over the weekend. Big home weekend for both juniors and seniors.
Refugee week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a huge turnout. All the juniors were at home, and then on the Sunday, all the seniors were at home. We used 2 fields. It was massive actually. Results all over the place. Wins, losses, draws, forfeits.
Forfeits. That's
Yeah.
all it counts. A forfeit.
Well, I counted that one as a win because there weren't many other wins. So, but no, overall, it was a good weekend. Sausage sizzle, blow up pitch was a hit with the kids,
And for the big kids.
and for the big kids, yeah.
And some little kids got smashed.
Well, they got to learn. They got to learn. Ladies have it off this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend and next weekend.
Yeah, they got school
2
holidays
weeks
as
off.
well.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Lucky them. So I know for our ladies especially, it's a good time to recover some injuries and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Dorney's side or Arthur's side,
Yeah,
they were desperately looking for a bit of a break.
yeah.
So
So use the time wisely. I think they're both training through the holidays, but they'll be back in a couple of weeks. Fixtures this weekend. We got a bit of few road trips.
yes,
Conference in Chinchilla first.
yeah, love a road trip.
Nice and early, 11 a.m. on a Sunday too.
Yeah,
It's a good, nice early start for
yeah,
you.
leave at 8, so why not?
And then Champs Blue is straight after you as well at 1.
Yeah,
So 2 tough games though.
very tough.
Chinchilla have been strong this year.
Very strong, and like especially for champs too. They're the ones to beat this year.
Yeah,
No
for sure.
doubt. But Adrian's going out there. He wants to win.
Boys are hungry as ever. They lost
Yeah.
the President's Cup as well in a tough way on pens. But yeah, they just need to keep their season ticking over because the top two finish for them is as at a minimum at the moment.
Yeah, and White, they play at Willowburn at 3:00 Sunday, and they're the same thing. Like where Adrian's looking for top 2, Nathan's wanting to consolidate top 4.
Yeah,
Be that 3rd, 4th,
yeah,
and then look out finals.
yeah. No, so champs are both flying, and then Prem men's.
Prem men's.
We're out looking for a win. Won't be easy. Nice and chilly Warwick Saturday night.
Yes.
But yeah, once again, teams are taking points off everyone. So yeah, we had a good performance over the weekend actually. I was pretty happy with how we played. It sucks not to get the 3 points, but it was an improvement. So yeah, we roll on again for Warwick.
Saturday night game.
Yeah, be a nice change. Have a Sunday off.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Alrighty. Well, Ken, tell us a bit about yourself. How long have you been reffing?
I was thinking about it on the car on the way over here actually. I think this is my 25th year of like proper refereeing. Before that I was just doing mini roos and sort of, following my brother around and 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Long
So-
as you live.
Yeah, it's just about 2 lots of it.
Without printing out your age, what age did you start?
13.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And what made you... Did you play beforehand or did...
I did very poorly, which is probably why I became a referee. No, actually, funny story. So I was playing under 11s at the time, but I was back then. I can't remember how the age cutoff worked, but I was actually too old to play under 11s. So they sort of tried to get it slipped under the radar a bit, but we got caught out. So I was a bit too small to play up in the under 12s. And then I thought, the old man saw a article in the paper for back then they were called linesman's courses. So you go and do a linesman's course, and I didn't want to. I was completely not interested. But he said, "Oh, come on, give it a go. All our spars, do the course, just don't do anything." So anyway, went along with the course. Did the course, started running lines on some under 10s back then. They had referees, and basically just went from there. Following year, I got badged, as they said back then, so that meant I could do like under 12s, under 13s. Just went from there, really.
Yeah.
Oh, so 25 years later.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Thanks, heaps.
So tell us some highlights then of 25 is a long time to do anything. And football season here is a good at least half of the year.
Yeah.
So what are some highlights that you've done?
Look, grand finals are always the pinnacle. They're the pinnacle for the players, and they're the pinnacle for us too. We work hard all season, just as you guys do, to make the finals.
Yeah.
I've done 4 men's Premier Grand Finals now. So they're always a highlight, running in front of a big crowd. I mean, we get the same buzz that you guys do.
Yeah.
We win every game, as we say. But, it's just the atmosphere and stuff. We get spurred up, and
So do you get more nervous? Is it?
Oh, absolutely. We say we need to ref it as any other game, but there's more. You guys have been working all year, or the teams that are in the grand final have been working all year for it. So we know how much it means to you, to the players. So obviously, we need to step up as well. I still get nervous sometimes for fixture games. And a good piece of advice I got off a referee that referees in the A-League, or used to referee in the A-League, he said, look, if you don't get nervous anymore, then that's when it's time to give up, because you don't care.
Yeah.
So, I've always sort of, and I do, the big games that I know is going to be a big game, I, get a few nerves. And,
Yeah. So tell us a little bit of the difference, I suppose, in, like with your preparation. How do you prepare for games as a referee? Whether it be a linesman, whether you're lining the game or centering, like what's your routine or?
Obviously, centering needs a bit more preparation than what being an AR does. We all, like when I say we all, I can only really speak for the Premier refs here. We all talk to each other. We say, oh, so and so won this week, and these guys played really good attacking football this week, and I don't really want to say we talk about yous all the time, but you know what I mean. We discuss tactics of the teams, and we do take that into consideration. So for example, say I don't have you guys this weekend, but say I have Rockville and Warwick this weekend. Well, I'd have a quick look at the table, see where everyone's sitting, have a look at your past results. That's something the internet's good for now.
Yeah.
We can have a look and see what the result was last time you guys played each other, all that kind of stuff. And we do have experience, obviously, refereeing every team quite often.
Yeah.
So we know what to look out for. Contrary to popular belief, we do sort of take a mental note of players we need to be a bit concerned of, with regards to, because a lot of refereeing, anyone can know the laws of the game. You can read a law book inside and out, know them back to front, but until you actually get out on the park, a lot of it is man management. Particularly, we say the jump from champs to prems to all our referees that make that jump is the man management is completely different. We're managing 22 personalities on the park as well as trying to referee a game of football. So, we do, just that sort of usual prep, really, I suppose. Obviously, we have physical fitness that we need to keep up to scratch and stuff like that. Particularly if we're on the state league panels, all that kind of stuff, there is a fitness level that we need to keep throughout the whole season. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, nice. And then are there particular games that you, like, say if you're an AR, is there particular games you don't enjoy? If there's really pacey strikers or really, I don't know,
I wouldn't say I don't enjoy it. I actually enjoy those games, but they give you a bit of a test, like for example, quite a few of the NPL teams, they've got some quick players, like some of the strikers, they'll play the offside trap. So, we're keeping in line with the second last defender, so we can't even get a head start. They might get a head start and break the back, so we've got to go from 0 to 100 and, I actually enjoy those because it pushes you. I'd much rather do a game like that than one where I'm just, walking up and down the sideline and just standing around, waving,
Yeah, and I suppose how do you stay motivated in the way some games are very one half, and
Yeah.
you know you can even as the centre ref you can plateau, can't you?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I've been caught out a number of times. You know, losing concentration. You know, your mind starts wandering to other things. You know, what are you gonna have for dinner that night? You know, it's only natural. Yeah, I mean, it's
Ramiz hasn't yelled at me
No,
yet.
yeah, that's right. Is he still alive? Where is he? Yeah, it is hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
I guess you've just got to sort of keep telling yourself, you know, look for this next, and just you know.
Nice.
Yep.
What do you got there?
Is there any young referees that you like to highlight, that you've got your eye on? You're thinking they're going to be all right in a couple of years.
Yeah, there are. There's quite. Like, I don't get much of a chance to watch many juniors now. I don't really sort of see them until they get up to like the 17, 18 mark, when they sort of hit the stage where they can go and start doing NPL
Like
and QPL and stuff.
And,
And champs and stuff. So he'll probably get a big head. But Joel Essex, he's got a lot of potential. He's a great AR. So once you get sort of to NPL level, you kind of have to decide whether you want to push as a referee or you would push as an AR.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can make the decision. You don't have to just get sort of thrown under and do whatever you're told to do.
Well, you'll be recommended. You know, we think you'll be better as a referee, or we'll think you'll be better as an AR. Obviously, there's more spots for ARs because there's 2 per game instead of 1. But once you get to A-League and international level, you're either a centre referee or you're an AR. That's it. So Joel will make a good AR. He seems to have the passion for it at the moment. He'll get to A-League easy. Like, he's just, he's got the drive, he's got the willpower, he's got the fitness. There are quite a few others around. Unfortunately, it's a bit hard for us up here. If we really want to make a go of it, we've got to go to Brizzy. Because once you get on the NPL panel, you've got to go to training twice a week in Brisbane, and you've got to be seen by all the honchos down in Brizzy. And you've got to kind of be at the right age as well too. So 18 or 19 is when you really need to start
hitting Brisbane.
Hitting Brisbane, doing NPL regularly, going to tournaments, and all that kind of stuff. So
so it's really not that different to a player. No. Even as a player, it's I know we have like our NPL and stuff here, but the chances are if you make your way down to Brisbane, there's obviously more clubs, more people watching.
Yeah, absolutely. More access to stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the same for us too. It's better now. NPL and QPL games, the open ones are videoed. So the Football Queensland referees team watches those. So they can pick up on talented referees.
Does that put more pressure on? Do you feel that?
I do, man. Yeah. And you miss an offside, and then the clubs will just go, I'll show you the footage. I'll email you the footage. And I go for it, mate. I don't care.
Yeah.
I used to.
It's like a slower VAR.
Yeah, that's right. Over a couple of days. Yeah, that's right. Look, I used to get bogged down. If I go, that was because I'm an AR when it comes to state panel. So at that point, I used to go back and look at my offsides and go, but I don't bother now. There's no point.
You're trying to make the call in the moment.
Yeah, you make the call in the moment.
Can.
Yeah, that's right. And no one else kicks themselves more when we make a mistake than ourselves.
Yeah, and that's it. This is what I've tried to say with like my under 17 kids, because we had one kid who threatened the referee. I blew up at him, like gone.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, referees make a mistake, and the coaches, players blow up at you. But when the player makes a mistake, it's okay.
Yeah.
They keep playing. They know they've done themselves a dirty by doing something wrong, but the referee, you're not going to rip him a new one.
No.
And that's the mentality that.
And I also think it does take, like, I'd be lying if I said I never followed this, but it takes time to honestly understand that. When I was a player, it was different to then when I was a coach. And now even a coach, it was actually different until I've been a coach for a few years. So as a player, Kehan knows well, I just couldn't cop a bad call.
Yeah.
Right? And then as a coach, I copped I could cop a few, but still not many. And now I'd call myself almost an experienced coach where, yes, still sometimes it gets annoying, of course, we're still all human, but you tend to understand more and more as the game goes on.
Yeah.
And so I think it is education for our players and, even for fans and stuff as well to get what the game is.
That's where I think a lot of the problem is, and you'd have to agree, is the fan, the spectator who thinks they know everything, who doesn't coach, just sitting there watching their son, daughter, whatever, blowing up for.
I've got a funny story to tell you about that. So quite a few years ago now, we had our partners come and watch us ref, and our fathers and mothers and stuff, and it's no different to a player really. They come and support us. Anyway,
See that I would have never picked.
really? Yeah, mate.
And it's no disrespect.
No, that's right.
To the ref, but
Yeah.
I would have never have thought. Yeah.
Yeah, my partner has seen every one of my games this year.
Yeah.
Yep, every one. Anyway, about 10 or so years ago, there was a young referee, and his dad was there watching him referee. And, referee, he was copping a bit of a gold for. I can't remember what division it was. Copping a bit of a gold for. And there was one parent that was just the worst for it. So anyway, just after the half time, the referee's parent went up and he said, which one's your son? Can you point him out to me? And he goes, why do you want to know? And the ref's parent said, I just want to tell him how crap he is. And he's like, you can't do that. How dare you? You can't do that. And he goes, well, you've been saying that to my son the whole game. Old mate, shut up then. Like, it's the same thing, we try our hardest. We love the game just as much as you guys do. Wouldn't be out there otherwise.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that. You got to put it in perspective a bit like that.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's your message then? Because it's no secret that our region is lacking referees in numbers, and it sort of has been for a few years.
Yep.
What's your secret ingredient, or what can you say now to the people, our millions of viewers?
I don't think I haven't come up with an answer yet, to be honest. Brisbane's typically bad for referees. I mean, there are plenty of games down there that they'll go a whole season without a centre referee, unless they make finals. It's really just, it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. Like I said, you got people, you got 22 players on the park to deal with, and then you get the muppets on the sidelines that are yelling out abuse and stuff that would never pick up a whistle in, the last day on earth.
And probably never played a game in their life.
Or read a rule book or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean...
would you just, if you thought about it, do a course and try it like you did?
Give it a go, man. Yeah.
Because you also didn't want to.
No, that's right.
And here we are, 25 years
I know.
later.
Right. Tell me about it. Just give it a go. I mean, it pays relatively well. It's a big weekend, a lot of our guys do 6 or 7 games in a weekend.
Yeah.
So, even just do it for the money. Like, give it a go. You might like it. If not, you've had a go. It takes a special person, I think, to be a referee. You sort of need that personality where you can't take it too much to heart.
Because tomorrow there's a level 4.
There is.
Course.
Yep, absolutely.
And I've put my hand up and I'm doing it.
Good man.
Yeah. The biggest problem is I don't know whether teal suits me.
Oh, right. Yeah, well,
I think you'll be fine.
So you get through the first year, mate, you can wear whatever colour you want.
I like the black.
Yep.
I think if I just go straight to black and not worry about teal, I think I'll be right.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully, these ref courses do keep picking people up.
Yeah.
Because we do need the numbers, and there are some good youngsters at the moment.
There are.
Well, a couple even in our club and stuff that I know of, because I see a bit more regularly. And I mean, we do need refs as much as we need players.
Yep.
So
that's right.
Hopefully we find that line in between, and
sort of where we're stuck at the moment, I think, is also like the more mature age referees that can do like the conference champs level, because you get like a 16 or 17-year-old, you got to give them 3 or 4 years before they can get up to that sort of level, and that's sort of you know, a lot of the time, people like they'll quit then, you know, they'll finish school, they'll get a girlfriend, or they'll get a job, or they'll go to uni or something. So that's sort of where the hole is at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like anyone's, yeah.
Yeah. So as well as obviously being a referee, you look after all the allocations and stuff.
Yeah,
as well.
I do. Yeah.
How fun is that as a
Mate,
process?
it's the whole lot of my week.
Every night,
Just about every night.
Monday night onwards.
Yeah. You know, now it's a paid job. It never used to be. I don't know how I did it when it wasn't paid. But yeah, I mean, I'm sort of one of those people that like organisation, I suppose. So
yeah.
I don't mind it too much, so long as everyone does the right thing. Puts their unavailabilities in when they're unavailable and not tell me on a Friday night. But yeah, I mean, yeah, someone's got to do it, I suppose.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we got a little questionnaire for you.
Okay, righto.
So, are you ready?
Yep.
Mr. Kehan Ryley.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Pizza or pasta?
Oh, I'm going to go pasta, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a pasta, like my carbs.
Same. Never brush your teeth or never wash your hair?
Oh, that's tough. Probably never wash my hair, I guess.
Yeah.
Can always shave it off if I have to.
Be a linesman for a quality match or a centre for a poor match?
Linesman for a quality match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A match with many yellow cards or a match with just one red?
Oh.
You've had a lot of both of them.
Thanks, Ramiz. Contrary to popular belief, we don't like giving cards.
Yeah.
Because?
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
There's like, I guess the other thing that sorry to derail the whole
No.
trade rate, but
Yeah, we'll get that.
It's part of our job. We can't avoid it. You know, we don't like sending people off and flashing cards around. You know, if everyone behaved, we'd be happy. But you know, it's human nature. Everyone, you know.
Yeah.
Some things, you know, we try. I think you'll probably agree. I'm doing a bit better with my cards at the moment. Like when I first started refereeing seniors, I sort of relied on my cards a bit too much. But there's a lot more, you know, the more experience I get both in life and refereeing, you sort of know how to talk to players and all that kind of stuff.
So you would use the cards to enforce it so that you were the dominant and they knew what you were doing?
To draw a line?
Yeah,
absolutely. But there are things where, you know, X tackle is always a yellow.
Yeah.
No arguments, you know. And the thing is that if we don't do it, you know, if we're being assessed, we get marked down. So we're not doing our job if we don't sanction these things properly.
And it all comes into also player safety and stuff
Absolutely.
as well. Like you guys are there to manage that. So if you don't book Bear for that, well, I know that I can go and do it as well.
And then you'll come along and break someone's leg, and then what could have been a yellow and sort it all out would turn into a red, and you know,
You don't want to see some of my challenges.
So back to the question.
Sorry.
Back to your
what was the question?
Many yellows or just one red?
I'm going to go with just one red with an asterisk. Depends what it's for.
Well, it didn't carry over and more yellows, so
No.
it must just be a nice clean one.
Okay, right. Yeah. And a nice denying a goal scoring opportunity or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Rather go back in the past 10 years or 10 years into the future?
Oh, no regrets, mate. 10 years in the future, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather have more money or more time?
Money. Money can buy time.
Same. Same. 3 famous people you would love to have dinner with, dead or alive?
Well then, I'm going to have to say my partner will hit me for this, but Dua Lipa, mate.
Yeah.
She's got to be at my house at some point.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who that is? Okay, cool. Anyway, who else? This is probably a bit cliche, but Jared Gillett, the referee that just went over to England, who's now been promoted to Premier League.
Yeah.
He'd have some stories, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to chew his head about refereeing in general. Like, he's the one that made that penalty call in the Brisbane versus Perth grand final that everyone was saying wasn't a penalty before VAR. And
yeah,
I'd just like to sort of chew his head about that one.
Yeah.
No, hey, I should probably say my partner, I suppose. She's got to be there. To make up for the Dua Lipa comment.
She'd love to listen to that conversation with the ref.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
New shoes or a new haircut?
New shoes.
Dogs or cats?
Cats, easy.
Music or films?
Music, I think.
Text or call?
Text. Every day of the week.
The last movie you've seen or current series you are watching?
I watched this movie on Netflix the other day. Was it Netflix, Foxtel? Tenet, it's called.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Netflix,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep. Night in or night out?
Not in. Getting too old.
Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo? This is usually the last, but I got one more for you.
Okay, right. Messi or Ronaldo? I don't really like either of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of show ponies. And
Who would you throw in then to be?
Who would be
if
your
I
red
was
card?
a coach? Who would what?
Who would you red card first?
Yeah.
I think Messi's probably got the most red cards out of the both of them. If I was a coach and I needed to throw out a strike, I'd probably go Messi, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, do you remember the first red card you gave me?
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long memory.
No, I honestly don't. I honestly don't.
No, I do. It was actually we were playing. It was
Short story.
It was Hawks in semi-final.
So you were a player?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I should have
Define that.
defined
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Define
No,
that.
it was actually against Brendan Wilmot, who now I coach. And he came in, chopped me. He got nothing.
Yeah.
And I went in with intent. And I didn't hit him, but you knew it was
Yeah.
intent. And you sent me for that and probably the followings.
I don't
So, yeah.
remember that at all.
But no.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Ken.
No worries. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having me.
joining us
Yeah.
and
Yep.
letting us know what goes through your head.
Yep, all good. Yep, happy to come back again if you want me. Whatever. Yep.
And we'll see you around the grounds.
You will. Yep.
Still got half a season to go.
Yes. Yep. Still a bit to
What
go.
is it? 7 rounds?
7, 8
Yeah, I
rounds.
suppose we're near the end of this second
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you'll start prepping soon for finals and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yep. We're starting to keep a bit of eye on who's going to be there and who's probably not, and yeah, each week as it comes, really, up until that point.
Nice. Well, thank you very much.
No
We'll see
worries.
you around the grounds.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Yep,
Bear.
Thanks,
Bear.
Ramiz.
See you next week.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Now we have to top a new guest.
well,
We've been waiting for this one for a while.
Yeah.
we have been. It's been on the books for a while.
Yeah.
We're
Don't
still.
know.
What do you reckon, Nigel?
Ooh.
Well, have
The
we
big
got
man.
have we got 5 days?
I don't know if the battery's long enough. But no, thanks very much, guys. And yeah, thanks to all our sponsors again, as usual. Give us a like.